Hey, hi, hello, and welcome back, everybody, to the Goat Force Gaming channel, where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites, and hopefully add all kinds of awesome games to your backlog, or your wish list, or your now playing list, or whatever you're doing out there. I'll tell you what, we're going to add to it. We are going to do our damnedest to add to it every stinking time. And if you like rogues, and if you're here, you probably do, I'm so glad you're with us, because you know what? That's all we play on this channel every time. Speaking of rogues, I am here today with a game that I feel is an absolute banger. I'm so excited to be able to show this off to you. This is 30XX, and it is a sequel to 20XX. Some of you probably played 20XX. Some of you might have gotten to this game already as well. 30XX was in early access for about the last 2.5 years, and I had been watching it, growing more and more interested in giving it a try. I have been basically a lifelong Mega Man fan. Always loved it. I've played the newer ones. I played Mega Man X. I love all of them. I love the challenge. I love that the newer ones have some nice accessibility options for folks. You know, maybe you want to turn on a few other things to be able to jump on at times, or maybe the spikes aren't as nasty. You know, they added some nice features for folks to enjoy the game. Maybe more folks than previously. So, on August 9th, 30XX came out of early access and hit the glorified 1.0 version. And I am here to tell you that I have had several runs. A few good, a few not so good. It's a mixed bag. But what I want to say is, it's fun. It's a really fun game. It's got cool power-ups. It's got a combination of permanent upgrades and random upgrades that are going to change along the way. This guy is hard, I should point out. Oof. That's okay. That's okay. We're carrying, speaking of upgrades, we are carrying something that one time will give us a revive. While in red HP, your abilities are greatly increased. Core extender, or powers deal more damage. I'm going to go abilities are greatly increased when we're in the red HP. So, we're going to have a run, or 2, or 3 today. We'll see how we do out there. And we're just going to have a good time with what is basically roguelite Mega Man. I think that's fair. Who else thinks that's fair? You know, truth be told, I've played a little bit before going ahead and making this video, because I needed to get my Mega Man legs back. And I wouldn't even say that they're fully back yet. They're better. They're definitely better, but I think that I've got to play probably another 5-6 rounds to feel fully up to speed. Laissez fist. Basically, what we're doing here is going through several areas. They are randomized as far as how they are selected. And the difficulty grows as we continue along our way. There are 2 robots that you can choose from. One with the typical Mega Man-like gun, and one very much like Zero. So we've got a laser saber of sorts. But I gotta tell you, I'm really enjoying playing as this character right now. They do have you play as the sabered character in the opening of the game, but I haven't gone back to him yet. I'm really enjoying playing as her. Okay, no aiming necessary. Jagged bolt. So we've got our first power here, and it looks like we can choose now who we're going to go after, and I'm going to go with Hoot Omega High Vault, because I like the name. Who doesn't want to fight an owl robot? Oh, I've been to this stage before. It is hard, not gonna lie. You know, you see those and you go, oh, this is gonna be one of those stages with those jumps. If you're thinking that, you are 100% correct. Here's the other thing I like about this character, and I know we're not going to see this during this run unless we get an augment that changes something. We have our Turbo Blaster at this point because of the artifact that we picked up. But usually this character charges a shot and, you know, fires a bigger blast. But what I want to say about that, what I really like about that with this character, is that, you know, comparing to the Mega Man games that you and I love, you always had to hold down the blaster button and build up that power shot. This character does that all by herself. And so, as you hold off on shooting, you're building up that power automatically, and I really like that system. Now, in order to make some of these jumps similar to the other games, you have to do these dash jumps to propel your character a little bit further. Just want to check every nook and cranny, because sometimes they hide stuff. Opportunities to power up, opportunities to go to bonus stages of sorts, and you want to be able to take advantage of those. Uh-oh. Didn't expect that. Speaking of, as we get shot, here's a container. There we go. Get some health back. Wanted to make sure that that wasn't going to shoot anything. But the game has been a lot of fun so far. It is very challenging. It has a multiplayer mode. You can do local co-op as well, which is really neat. I will tell you, though, that I attempted co-op in 20XX, the previous game, because that had it as well. And if you would like to grow to hate whoever your partner is going to be, co-op mode in this game, or 20XX, is a great way to do that. Can't recommend it enough. You know, it kind of does that Mario thing where you're waiting for the other person. And I guess I should be careful too, because I haven't tried it here, but I'm assuming it still works the same way. This guy shows up throughout some of the stages offering an additional challenge, and if you succeed, you get whatever he's offering. So in this case, it would be a pet that's going to follow us around. That is interesting, but in order to do that, we have to be haunted. I'm going to accept that in this case to show it off. Basically, enemies are going to spawn on us at random times. Now, you find these throughout the way as well, and they just kind of give you bits and pieces of story. As you can imagine, though, the goat does not come to this game for story. This is for the tremendous jumps and challenges and all the roguelite goodness of unlocking permanent buffs and getting stronger and toppling what is a very challenging game. That was another situation there where we had to do a dash jump. Didn't get it off that time. Up. All right. So that's going to happen. And yes, things are made harder with the whole haunting challenge. I'm not going to lie. There we go. Got it off that time. All right. I know I've made fun of my dad for this in the past. Some of you heard my story about when he was playing... Ooh, be cool. Other flaps. All right, let's go with this. Let's go with the reflap. When he was playing Dead Space, he was on a rocking chair. -2 attack and power, plus 60 max HP. You know what? I'm gonna hold off on that. I don't want to take the hit to attack and power. He was playing on this rocking chair, and you know, this thing really should have been nailed to the ground. Because he'd start off in one spot and then be in a completely different part of the living room because of how hard he was rocking around. You know what I mean? He was getting into it. He could feel those attacks. As if moving was making him stronger and hit harder. I told him it wasn't, but anyway. I'm my own hypocrite right now because I'm finding myself doing that in this game on some of these jumps. What can you do, right? Let's go for a dash jump. I want to grab... Oof. I want to grab that box. Well, now we really need it. Okay. Almost there. There we go. There we go. Okay. Got our health back. Let's be careful. Some of you are like, Goat, we hate you for turning on the haunting. It's not going well. Well, you know, you wouldn't be wrong. It does add another element, doesn't it? Sometimes you just got to go for it. Get crazy out there. Oof. Easy come, easy go, right? All right, we're just going with the floaty at this point. We do have a lot of nuts. 22 will buy something cool. I'm gonna go with the dash jump here. Now, at one point, we were looking at something that said it was going to expand our core points. Let's talk about that. So if you look in the lower left there, you see the capability that I have, this Verity Beam that affects our blaster. That has taken up, look at the 3 pips there, that's taken up 3 spots of our overall cores. You can expand those in the meta progression a little bit. But that's where that picking and choosing comes into play. You know, where you have to be really thoughtful about what you take. Let's try this power out, shall we? That's pretty good. Oh, that just kind of seeks him out by itself. That's nice. All right. I can't tell you how many times early on. Oof. That guy just appeared at a bad time. Early on, that damn dragon in the Wily stages of Mega Man 2. I mean, if you know, you know. That thing got me so many times. And I know, I think it was... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Doubling down here. Oh, this isn't going well. Okay. Alright, so we're going to get up there, we're going to get up there, and we're going to do that. How about that? I think it was Heatman that you had to use. His capability, right? Alright, we're going to burn some coins here. Get some health back. Probably as many as it'll let us. Perfect. Okay. Full health. Let's fight us a Hoot Omega. Why don't we? Oh, this is a interesting looking area, isn't it? Where is he? Oh, we have to go forward, don't... No. Where's Hoot Omega? Where'd he run off to? Oh, okay. It's one of those. Alright. There he is. Oh, we are going to have to follow him around, aren't we? That's fun. I will tell you, I've played several bosses in this game. They all have kind of their own thing. Not all of them make you follow them around a stage like this. Okay. There we go. Made good on it. I think this is going to be one of those times where I really miss my E-Tank because we've already used it. Alright, did we nail him? We did. Oof. That stuff called Memoria that we've been picking up here and there, that is the meta progression currency. I think we're getting close to old Owl. Let's see if we can just blast him with this guy. That power is really effective for this boss. Note to self. You know, because you can kind of pick your course at some point. That was actually an upgrade that I just opened last time around. Dang it. Alright, we're left at one hit. Uh oh, we're out of energy. Oh, how about it? What a finish. That was great. Okay, so that's the Memoria I was talking about. Spews flame cones at foes. Hey, there's our bonus for taking on the haunting condition. And now we've got another power. And then this guy hangs out here and you can blast him and try out your powers. And it doesn't cost anything to do so. When we fire off our powers, it looks like that dude shoots at them. That's cool. Let's go with Penumbra. It would be great if one or two of these guys would drop some health. And I guess that guy does take shots regardless of whether a power's being used or not. So that's great. These are interesting. All right. You know, I want to see what's up here. Okay. Just making sure. I don't want to move past an opportunity to get some health. That's great. Speaking of. That is an armor shard. We do want to grab that. And where is the third one? There it is. Wow. Everything's coming up aces, so we got the 2 armor shards and we're back to 6 health. And that'll last us a minute. You're thinking, Goat, I don't know about that, Goat. We've been watching you play, Goat, remember? Remember how that last stage went down? I know. It's gonna be okay. It's alright. Okay, this should be... Oh, look at that. Look at that. That worked out nicely. Look at this. Oh, I'm so excited about that. I cannot tell you. I have fought those guys before. That has not worked out like that for me in the past. That was some twisted science right there that you saw. Regenerative plating, plus 40 HP at level start. Armor capsules are worth 10 more armor. Damage increased by 15% during a leg core activation. I don't think we have a leg core, so we'd have to bank on it. Oh boy. I don't know if we're going to make it to the next level. All right, we're going armor. Ooh, nice. A gauntlet. I don't know what this is. I have not done a gauntlet before, and this is not the time to find out. It just isn't. Go ahead, yell at the screen all you want. It's not happening, the Goat says. Not this time. Saying, God, why is the Goat so spicy today? I know. Oh my goodness. I was trying to make it so where I didn't jump off of that, so that it did stay available. Alright, let's do that. And you know what? Let's just bypass them all together by doing a slide jump real quick. I really like that dragon. That's working out nicely. What do we have here? Max energy plus 20. Potato battery. Okay. I like that. I was going to say, where's number 1 to trigger number 2? There it is. Oh, shite. Jumped off of it. Okay. We can do this. Number 2's active. Let's blow that guy first. Oh, reset. Okay. Gotta move faster. And in 15 minutes, I will have made this jump. And you'll say, wow, look at the Goat go. Hey, there we go. There we go. Got it. All right. Let's blast these guys. Let's see if they drop anything. Dragon, we want them to be up here in case they drop something. Huh. Okay, so this is going to take us to a challenge room. And I think we're going to do it this time. Let's see how this pans out. We're going to get some health back if it goes well. I know. It's an if. I know. We got our lightning thing. We got a good amount of energy. There's a chance. There's a chance. And then we should get an AUG at the end as well. Now let's take this dude out. Perfect. What do we got? Arc beam, ballistic blasts. taking damage restores energy. I'm gonna go with the arc beam. Let's see what that does. Oh, interesting. I don't know if that's gonna be good. We're certainly gonna find out, aren't we? Now, I haven't unlocked it yet, but there is a way to melt those down and harvest other resources out of them. It might be nuts, something like that. You know, when you come across something you don't want. I don't think it'll end up being that bad. If it's bad, who knows? Let's see how the whole arc thing works out. All right, we need to come up here. Keep heading up. All right, does anybody think it's helping yet? I think maybe it is. I mean, right now, it's not, though. Okay. Let's jump over there. And let's keep climbing. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That's not what you want to see. Oh. Blew it. Okay. This is the one. There it is. Well, we have, you know, a decent chunk of life going into this. Oh, here we go. That's what I wanted to see. Hey, and we've got some tokens to spin. Let's do this first, see what we get. Okay, it's a win. 10% chance to ignore incoming damage, increased by 4% per repro. Capped at 30%. I don't know what a repro is. But I'll gladly take that. Enemies drop more nuts. All right. Use our last token. All wins. Wow. Increase your speed. Perfect. Okay, so we've got the Nut Emporium. And then we've got health. Let's look at the Emporium first, see what we got here. Okay, so we can add more core points. Enemies drop more everything. More gang damage and squishiness, which means we're going to lose some max health if we take that. So I think I'd rather get health. And then we'll come out here and we'll use this store up. And we'll go max. And we'll hope for the best, right? Okay. So are we gonna blast her with lightning immediately? Yes. Yes, we are. Oh, I like the arc for that. Let's go ahead and... Well, I was gonna say we'll put that over there, but then she moved. Let's get out of the way of that. Let's blast that if we can. That'd be a good spot for that, though. All right, here she comes. That's a problematic spot to be in. This is really gonna come down to it again, isn't it? Oh, wow. Wow. Folks, I gotta tell you, I legit did not expect that. I really didn't. Okay, so it looks like I don't know if we can select all of these. Bouncing Bolt, your homing effects bounce to secondary targets where possible. I mean, that sounds great. If I've got to choose only one, I'm going with that. Okay. I think we are ready to move on here. Burning Temple sounds scary. Let's do Water Graph. I'm a little bit troubled by the sound of Burning Temple right now. I'm not even going to mess with this guy. We've got 3 health. It's a no for me. Okay. Limited energy. Ooh, let's grab that. Outstanding. I really appreciate that the dev thought about the fact that the sound needed to change because we're underwater. Really like the attention to detail here. Oh, I think we found a guy that the arc is good for, maybe. So would I take the arc again? Probably not at this point. I think I would have just stuck with the rapid fire and looked for, you know, different ways to augment it power-wise. Yeah, this is where it gets weird. Let's maybe do that. Search around down here. Still hoping I find a shop. Kind of got to get close to those things to activate them. Oh, maybe that's something over there. Not sure what that thing is. Okay. Now what is this thing? Very safe laboratory. Health and energy from pickups increased. Health and energy cannot be restored from kills. Okay. Set bonuses require 1 fewer piece. Cores cost plus 2 CP to equip. Let's do that, I think. Right? I can't tell if that means they're never going to drop health anymore. Or if it just means, hey, if you have some kind of leech capability, you don't anymore. Which we don't to begin with, so I thought, oh, that'll be fine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. Can't win them all. But we did take down 3 bosses. Lessons learned. I think we forgot to give this one a brain. Sad. Department of Blame. Well, you know what? I would argue that it was a pretty decent run, actually. Now look, we can come over here. We've got 63 resources to apply. You can see where I've put in some points so far, starting with additional HP each time. If you remember, we did receive a blessing in the beginning. This is probably the next upgrade that I'm going to go for to make those options even better. Maybe get some even more wild upgrades going into the first part of a run. I've also made it so where I'm coming in with some nuts. That way, you know, I'm adding to an already nice amassment of nuts. Lots of nuts. Folks, this is a game called 30XX. And it's fun. You can even get in and pet robotic cats. Serious, you can. They like it. Makes them happy. Makes me happy that I have your support. And I'll tell you what, we'll do this again because you allow me to. I look forward to doing this every day. We'll get together again. We'll play a roguelike or a roguelite out on the Goat Force Gaming channel. And we'll do that because that's what we do every time. You know what else we'll do? We'll give away a video game at least once a week. How about that? How about that? You take care out there. We'll see you again next time.